Leland Klassen's Comedy Tournament.
Leland Klassen's Comedy Tournament.
Okay.
Enjoy. It's exciting.
And now tonight's replacement host, Leland Klassen.
Welcome to the comedy tournament. I said, welcome to the comedy tournament. Yeah. My name is Leland Klassen, and you guys are in for a treat tonight. Oh, that sounded crazy, didn't it, tonight? It's awesome. I'm excited. You know what? My son, he's playing baseball tonight. I'm missing the game. I know, but it's okay. When he was younger, he said, "This is what I want to do. I want to play baseball." He's left-handed though, right? And so he was like, "Hey, show me how." So I was showing him how to throw a ball, but I wanted to do it for him. He's left-handed. I'll give you the left hand, but I'm not left-handed, right? So I was like, "It's like this. Just kind of throw it like that. Just kind of give it one of these. He'll get there if you just kind of give it there." Worked out great. He's now the starting pitcher. Hey, starting pitcher on the girls' team. So he's doing fantastic. I don't know if I've raised that kid right, though. I remember when he was a little kid, he was in the playground one time, and I saw him push this kid down on the playground. I pulled him aside. I said, "Son, you can't just go pushing down other kids like that when their dad is that big. Look at him. It's crazy. Go pick on that kid." He came along. "Go over there. Go give him a shove. Use your left hand. Do this. Give him one of these. Give him one of these. Just like that. Show him you're a man." All right, but you guys are in for a treat. We have two incredible comedians tonight. We've got another bye, a bye from the first round into the second round, and now here to introduce him is this lovely video.
Tonight's first competitor from Ontario, Canada, received a bye into the second round. Matt Falk.
Leland found me on the streets. I was just lying there, and he just said, "You look funny."
He's probably the favorite going in.
So my strategy, I've realized, is just to be funnier than all of them combined.
The biggest thing is the audiences just fall in love with him. I think he's very, very likable.
People tend to like me when I'm on stage for some reason, because it doesn't happen in real life, but as soon as I get on stage, apparently I'm likable.
He's got a real good shot.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Matt Falk.
All right. Let's start out with a few impressions, shall we? All right, this is my impression of Dr. Claw from Inspector Gadget. Dr. Claw, Inspector Gadget.
"I'll get you next time, Gadget."
That's Dr. Claw, Inspector Gadget. Thank you. Wow. Oh, good. Oh, not all the impressions are like that. No, they're all very different. For instance, this is the Cave of Wonders from the movie Aladdin.
"Only one may enter here. The diamond in the rough, in the rough."
That's the Cave of Wonders from thank you. And now a Transformer.
"Autobots, assemble."
That's a Transformer. Good. And now Miley Cyrus.
"I'm Miley Cyrus."
That's Miley. Good. Okay. I'm young, which you'd think would be awesome, but my generation is kind of in trouble. We elected Lady Gaga the most powerful woman on the planet. That is saying something about the world we live in. When the woman who wrote the lyrics, "Ra, ra, ah, 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 Roma, Roma, ma, Gaga, ooh la la," is the most powerful person on the planet. Something is wrong. I like music back in the day. You know what I'm talking about? Like back in the day. Like back in that guy's day. You know what I'm talking about? Like, yeah. I'm just saying, you're getting at that age where you can start carrying Werthers. You know what I mean? You're at that kind of like, would you like what? What I'm saying... I'm saying music in your day was attractive. You could walk up to a girl just reciting lyrics to a song and it would be beautiful. Unforgettable is what you are. Unforgettable, though near or far. That's why, darling, it's so incredible that someone so unforgettable thinks I'm unforgettable too. Beautiful. Can't do that today. Not quite as romantic, is it? I don't need to try to control you. Look into my eyes, and I'll own you. I've got those moves like Jagger. I've got those moves like Jagger. I've got those moves like Jagger. Even throw other songs in, it doesn't help. Baby, 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 whoa. Baby, 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 whoa. I'm sexy and I know it. Here's the problem with my generation, is we're lazy. I'm so lazy. I once lost the remote. I spent 6 hours watching Say Yes to the Dress, okay? They all say yes. We love animals, too. That's our big thing. My wife and I recently bought a puppy. Yeah. And I don't recommend it. Save yourself $500, take a dump on your own kitchen floor, okay? Just trust me. Skip the middleman, am I right? Yeah, I am. A lot of vegetarians in my generation. Do we have any vegetarians here? Round of applause? Yeah, I hate vegetarians. Here's why. I had a bad vegetarian experience. I was in McDonald's eating a burger. Woman walked up to me, "Don't eat meat." I'm like, "Lady, this is McDonald's. There's not a trace of meat in this burger. We're fine." And we're like the superhero generation, right? We love superheroes, but they're so stupid. Apparently, if you get bit by a radioactive animal, apparently you get the best qualities of that animal. That's kind of lucky, isn't it? Huh? Like Catwoman, she got bit by a radioactive cat, now she can see in the dark, she's got super fast reflexes and cat-like agility, but what if her thing was just she always got in your way? Just be tripping over her. Come on, Catwoman. Fight crime here. She'd run underneath your bed, you'd try to coax her out for an hour. I'm sorry, come on. I'm sorry. But here's the truth. You know why Catwoman isn't like that? Because she's a woman, and women are a lot stronger than men are. I'm just gonna say that, I'm not pandering, so don't clap, don't clap. Women, you can give birth, okay? And you don't get annihilated by a cold for 2.5 months, okay? But heaven forbid, a spider should descend from the ceiling. You women just die. You're like buffalo. You die so easy. Just, you're dead. That's my impression of a dying buffalo. That's free. There you go. I don't know what that was. But here's the story of how I scared my wife so bad I thought she was going to leave me. She was driving home from an event. I was walking home from a separate event. I saw her get out of her car. I knew she was going to go upstairs to her apartment and come. I don't know where I was. I guess I was in the bushes. Reminds me of when we were dating. Never. I knew she was going to come back down in the car, so I was like, I should be a good husband and surprise her. So I got in the back seat of her car and I crouched down really low. Shut up. You weren't there. She starts walking down, and what took you guys like a second to figure out finally dawned on me. I'm like, if I just pop up, I'm going to scare the living daylights out of this woman. So I came up with a plan. I'll just stay here. I just got lower. She gets in the car. Now I'm directly behind her. I've made the situation tenfold worse now. I'm like, what am I supposed to do now? Just gradually sit up? Just let her see me in the rearview mirror? Just... What's wrong? She starts the car. I'm like, I can't do it when she's driving. I'm gonna hit the ditch. Cops are like, how'd she die? I'm a moron. That's how she died. And I'm realizing, too, every second I'm waiting is making this situation worse. I feel like I gotta pop up sooner rather than later, right? Because her subconscious is just going, there's definitely no one in this car with me right now. So I gotta pop up. I gotta say something that's gonna calm her down. Something that's gonna put her at ease. I don't want to be shouting at the poor girl. So I popped up and I whispered,
Don't scream.
she didn't listen. Thank you guys very much. You've been a fantastic audience.
Matt Falk, everybody. Matt Falk, come on up in here.
Thank you.
Judges, we'd love to hear what you think.
That was terrible.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I got one word. I got one word for you, Matt. Tears. I had tears in my eyes. I was thinking about those last two comics we had to vote for, and I was crying about it, and I was really distracted, didn't really hear anything you said. But no, that was tremendous, man. Excellent job. Excellent. I can't really, I got nothing but positive things to say, so, I was always taught if you got nothing positive to say.
Sounds like my dad.
Don't think. No, excellent job, man.
Thank you.
Tremendous.
Thank you.
I fear for the other comedian.
Bone, what do you think?
Yeah, man. You brought the heat, man. You brought the heat. Your timing is probably the best timing I've seen during the whole competition. Wow. You really...
Leland, you're not in the competition.
Oh, okay, fair enough. I see where you're going with this. Fair enough.
No, I was talking about everybody on this stage. You hit it, Matt. You took us on this roller coaster ride that we just did not want to get off. And you did something that was really great. You got 7 minutes, and within 7 minutes, you hit us in the first 4 or 5 minutes, just pow, 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 pow. And then you close with this great in-depth story about how you probably gonna get divorced from your wife. And just nailed it right at the time. It was such a professional way of doing 7 minutes. And it was just ridiculous. And that last line of just, I told her not to scream.
But I think you should change that to you pop up and say divorce. I think that...
Just great, man. Just absolutely great.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Very much, Bone. Darren, what do you say?
It's just great. It's just great. You've got a very unique stage presence. You don't seem like you're trying to be anything but you, and you just radiate. It's wonderful. The thing you said that shocked me is when you said, "I'm married," and I was just like, "He's 13."
Yeah.
Do you address that in further routines?
I'm
Or?
a Mennonite. We do it young. So,
Well, there you go. There's your line. I applaud you. I'm very much in awe. So, very good.
Wonderful. Thank you very much, judges. Thank you very much, Matt. And we'll be back with more Comedy Tournament right after this. Welcome back to the Comedy Tournament. Oh, I'm having some fun. Let me tell you what I recently did. Like you don't know what's coming. I'm not a handyman. I'm just not a handy guy. I recently installed underground sprinklers in the house, and well, not in the house. Okay, so that's where I messed up. Why isn't this carpet growing? We've been watering all week. No, backyard. That's where I originally started. But I did something wrong. I don't know what I did, but I did something wrong, because every time I turn it on, the toilet flushes upstairs. I don't know what. Nearly drowned my oldest son. But it's a good lesson for him. I told him not to stick his head in the toilet, but he keeps doing it. He's weird. Anyway, folks, it is time for your second comedy tournamentor. I'm trying to make it sound like it's a gladiator, but that didn't work. So maybe this will work. Listen to this.
Tonight's second competitor defeated Heather Ashby in round 1, Dan Taylor.
Dan is funny, and the only thing that still bothers me about Dan is I don't really want to hear him say manure. Dan Taylor is doo-doo.
Dan Taylor was formerly a pastor, and I'd like to figure out what denomination he was involved with and write them some kind of a letter.
I'm not calling him fat. Dan called himself fat.
Was he on Ally McBeal or something?
Going up against Matt Falk, and he was my pre-tournament pick to win this thing. So I'm going to go and be as funny as I possibly can.
Welcome to the stage once again, Dan Taylor.
Hello, Southern Alberta. Thank you for having me. Spring has finally arrived and I'm annoyed. I'm just finally emotionally ready for winter, you know? It takes a while. Every winter I go through the 5 stages of grief, you know? It starts around Halloween with denial. I'm like, it's not gonna be that bad. It's just winter. I'm in Alberta. I'm tough. I can take it, you know? By the time you get to the end of November, you're into anger. It's like, why do I live here? I could live anywhere in the world. Why do I live here? Right around middle of January, you start bargaining. Like, okay, if it's this cold now, that means it's going to be warm in summer, right? We'll get more. As if we're praying to some sort of weird karmic weather god that's keeping track of the bad weather days. You know? Like, ooh, it was cold then. It'll be warm then. You know? Pretty soon, by the end of February, it's just depression. Like, I don't want to leave the house. It's too cold. Let's go. And then by the time you actually get ready and bundle on your parka and wrap on your scarf and put on your toque and get ready to go outside, it's April. That was a bit of a mistake. I made another mistake recently. I bought a shirt at Old Navy. I should have just made it myself, really. It would have been equally as well constructed as the shirt which I got. It's handmade by a team of Bangladeshi toddlers. But the weird thing about the shirt was that it was non-ironed. They bragged about it. They wrote on the thing, non-ironed. And this was true if what they meant was that the shirt was not made of iron. It was not. You do not wear this shirt into a jousting match. It will not protect you at all from oncoming jousts. You know, but if what they meant was that the shirt, you didn't have to iron the shirt, then they were lying. It was not true at all. The only way you didn't have to iron the shirt was if you didn't mind your shirt being wrinkly and looking like you slept in it in an alley somewhere with a team of Bangladeshi toddlers. I'm a little bit nervous telling jokes in front of church. This is a little bit strange for me. I grew up in a very conservative church. We were very strict about things. We felt that the joy of the Lord was best expressed by frowning into hymn books. I've got the joy, 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 joy down in my heart. Where? Only accompanied on piano, because that's the instrument that Jesus invented in his spare time, you know? And it's weird, because when I went to Bible college, there was all these charismatic guys who were like the stretching thing, and I was like, whoa, you're invading my personal space, but they had the whole thing on. And I'm getting there. I'm not there yet. I'm getting there, you know? I'm kind of here, you know? I call this Tyrannosaurus Rex worship. He's still working on me. I'm gonna get there. So I need to stretch. I did meet my wife at Bible college. We've been married for 10 years. Thank you. Thank you. Which isn't that long ago, but sometimes it seems like it was a really long time ago, because I got married before the whole internet dating thing happened, you know? Back then, I'm old enough that I remember when meeting someone online and getting in a relationship with them was weird. You know, 10 years ago, people would say oh, I'm going to go on a date with somebody that I met online, and you'd be like, oh, that's dangerous. You're meeting them at 7? Okay, we'll dial 911 now, and that will be good. We'll speed that whole process up. You know, but now everybody's on eHarmony or Plenty of Fish or Christian Mingle, which all might be sponsors of this show, so I have nothing bad to say about them. Those are all wonderful services. Which to meet crazy crazy people. But I have been married for 10 years, and I love being married. But when I was getting married, I was the first of my friends to get married, and I didn't have any. Most of my friends weren't Christians at the time, so they were very weirded out about the fact that I was getting married. They were like, "Dude, what are you doing? You're getting married? What are you talking about? Like, what do you think, that you can't do better?" And I said, "Yes, that's exactly what I think." When I was 24, I did an accurate self-assessment. I said, it only gets angrier and fatter from here on in. If I can find a woman crazy enough to do this now, I better jump on that. There's a young man in the room that needs to take that advice. I'll let you figure out who it is. But the other thing that my friends kept saying to me was like, "Oh man, you're gonna lose your freedom. You're gonna get married and your freedom's gonna be gone. We'll have all this freedom and you'll be stuck." And I was like, "Freedom? Freedom to do what? Freedom to eat Doritos and play Risk until 4 a.m.? Well, thank you. Freedom to have daily hygiene be optional? No, thank you." And then my friend Mark Van Wart was very concerned about me and pulled me aside. He said, "Dan," because he knew that I had a different set of moral standards than he did. And he was like, "Dan," he was very concerned, pulled me aside. He says, "Dan, are you getting married just so you can..." Okay. So there's this thing that men and women in marriage covenant relationships do, and we don't like to talk about it because it's private and maybe icky. But it's not icky, it's beautiful. But sometimes we have to talk about it because the rest of the world is talking about it, and that's fine. So we're going to talk about it. So, but to keep this family friendly, for the next couple of minutes, whenever I refer to acts between men and women in covenant relationships, I'm going to be referring to that as playing crokinole. If you need to know what playing crokinole is, it's a flat table game on a pegged board, and you flick wooden discs into a hole in the center. That's all you need to know. So, back to the story. My friend Mark Van Wart pulls me aside and says, "Dan, are you getting married just so you can play crokinole?" I said, "Well, playing crokinole is one of the perks. I'd be lying if playing crokinole wasn't very important to me. Playing crokinole is a wonderful and beautiful thing." So that's my time, guys. Thank you very much. Have a good night.
Thank you very much. Come on over this way. Dan Taylor, everybody. Keep it going for Dan Taylor. Yeah. You step in closer to me. People are afraid. Not that close. That's too close. That's too close. Judges, what do you think?
Well, first of all, I think you should, when you end the whole crokinole thing, play crokinole, then, because the assumption, as you're telling that story, is that you'd never played crokinole before. So you should, playing crokinole, it's like one of the perks I've heard kind of thing or something like there. But not that, you'd sell that. You'd sell that. Just, but I like you. I think you're a brilliant writer and thinker, and I like your delivery. I like your look and your glasses and the whole. It fits who you are. And that's what I like about you. You're who you are up there, and you let us know that. We get to know you.
Thank you.
Thanks very much, Thor. Bone, give us your thoughts.
Dan, you're a great comic. We know that from the last episode you were on. How'd you feel today?
Average. Felt a little bit weaker, yeah.
Okay, and the only reason I would even mention that is because your last set on the last episode was a lot stronger, and I didn't know why, so I wanted to give you a chance to say if there's something that was going on. And I don't want to give you a critique just based on this set as if that's kind of what defined you, because you are funnier than what happened this evening, so I don't want to really critique on that. So I just really rather leave it at you say that, and then we know you better than what you gave us tonight. You know that, we know that. That's not a insult, that's a compliment, because that's how good I know you are.
Thank you.
Thanks, Bone. Darren?
You're just so likable, and I actually thought you came up here tonight and your competitor really knocked it out of the park, and you showed no signs of fear or nervousness or anything. You just went up there and you just did what you did, and I thought that was terrific. The only critique that I would have is I think you're the first person I've seen talk about the last topic you did without, in a way that everybody in the room felt comfortable. And that's very, very hard to do. Now I want to just see you develop that into some more jokes. Because it was kind of just about having the conversation, just some more punchlines, and maybe there is more, and you ran out of time, but it was a brilliant approach to it, very gentle, and everyone in the room was very fascinated by it. So, well done, and congratulations on getting married, and may you have many years of Crokinole ahead of you.
Thank you very much, judges. Thank you very much, Dan Taylor, and we'll be back right after this to find out who won. Welcome back. Oh, beautiful. We've just seen Matt Falk for the first time. We've also just seen Dan Taylor again. Give it up for both of them. Judges, are you going to tell us who's going on to the semifinals and who's not?
Yeah, and here's a problem that we continue to have. Again, there's two guys. We don't want either one of them to go home.
Yeah.
And we've been finding ourselves feeling so bad about the person we got to send home. We don't even get a chance to celebrate the person that actually wins. So we're going to do that this time as well.
So we're not gonna really.
We're not going to say anything.
Yeah, we're going to walk away.
We're just going to be
confusing.
It'll
be in the mail, fellas. It'll be in the mail.
Everyone is just going to leave with an odd feeling in their stomach.
Yes.
So that's kind of our plan.
Yeah.
Now, Thor, let him know.
With sadness in our hearts, the winner is.
No, don't do that.
Matt Falk.
Matt Falk.
But congratulations.
Matt Falk, you're going to the next round.
Great job, Dan Taylor. Fantastic job. Folks, we will see you in the semifinals. Good night. I'm Leland Klassen. That's the comedy tournament.
Next time on Leland Klassen's Comedy Tournament, we've got more Round 2 comedy with Johnny Mack and Brian Work. See you then.
When you put people in competition, normally they get all cutthroat and mean. But when it's a bunch of Christians in a competition, it changes the dynamic completely because God looks at you and goes, come on now.
Matt's pretty amazing, and he demonstrated tonight that he's pretty amazing, and I feel like I had a good set, and I did what I could do.
We're trying to help each other. We're trying to make this the best event possible.
I had a great time doing it. It was fun to be here, and yeah, I'm going to keep doing it.